We're live. Hello, everyone. Hi! Welcome to the channel and another night of Dungeons and Dragons and Wrestlers. We are down one player tonight, and another one just walked away. Oh, there, he's back. Oh,
Look at this
oh!
asshole.
I
serious
He was
just,
waiting for it.
I just said that you were gone. Okay. Okay.
I fell asleep,
Oh, nice nap is nice. Okay, that's okay.
and then nobody said anything. So,
I messaged you.
I
Multiple
messaged
people
you as
messaged you.
well.
well, does not count.
Does not count.
I can't answer it when I'm sleeping, so yeah, it does not count.
That's
Sound logic, honestly.
yeah. Honestly, yeah. I was about to say that's as good as anything.
Okay, that's fair. All right, Clarence is down here. And then over here.
I was
Fee.
gonna say
Pop.
we gave it till 7:30. We just went live. We were talking about how we weren't how we were down a player. Then boom, you pop in. Sarah just got the format set up
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Oh, I mean, if you guys already have the format set up.
No, I just fixed it. It's all good. You're good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Yeah, I
about
don't even care about you being late. It's just rude to make her reformat everything.
I know that's terrible. I can just
it. It's fine.
fuck up.
Totally fine. I got it.
someone
It actually-
way too late playing Fight Forever.
I personally like the way our video, our pictures are in this right now. I got the two of you on each side of me. It just looks really more symmetric.
No, it does look pretty good.
Thank you. I know. I do. You know. Yeah. Anyways, welcome to another night of Dungeons and Dragons and Wrestlers. My name is Sarah. I am the Dungeon Master tonight, and these are my wrestling friends. Say hi, wrestling friends.
Yo.
Yay! So right over here we got Tom. Tom, who are you playing tonight?
I am the Rat King, aka Earl Rumble Willow, a level 12 swashbuckling rogue who has gone through quite the character arc. He wanted to get back to his wife, then he wanted his table, and now he's kind of just returning to being the little shitbag that he is by trying to intimidate people and then pantsing them in front of all the ladies. All that fun stuff.
That's it. Next we got Nick.
I am playing Clarence. What did we settle on? Flamewing. And I am Clarence is also Sturge Man, the greatest detective in Emmerpoint, and honestly hasn't gone through a ton of character progression, but it's there. There's little tidbits.
Yeah. Absolutely. Next we got Drake. Introduce yourself.
This is Drake Kwon. I'm playing Warforged fighter named Fee, who has gone through a non-existing character arc of hating greenskins. So let's see where that goes today.
Lastly, Kevin.
I'm Kevin. I am playing Adrian Rin. I would almost say he's gone through a character regression, where any character progress that I made was instantly just flushed down the toilet. Much akin to the Rat King, where it's like anytime the ball gets rolling, like 3 steps forward, 7 steps back.
Yeah.
Life is a treadmill and it's too goddamn fast.
And set at an incline.
Right?
Right. Yeah.
Like you don't have smart settings like a cardio or like fat loss kind of setting that it will just adjust based on your heart rate.
God, have you seen my calves? They're non-existent.
And we have to see it because you refuse to wear a fucking shoes.
Well, I can spell my name.
Careful.
Don't give that away for free.
Sorry.
Say,
I
that's-
do every time I wrestle.
He does.
That's not free though.
True, you're right.
I looked down and I didn't see it. What was it?
You want to see my feet again?
Oh no, that's fine. I thought it was like shoes or something.
How great would it have been if that's right when Sarah was taking the social media picture? It's just you guys and my foot.
just use.
That's a whole other audience that I don't necessarily know. I don't know how overlapped that is.
we should start tapping into?
I mean, we could.
And we
I-
stream on OnlyFans.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think you can. I think I heard that you can. I mean, I've heard that you can also circumvent Twitch's guidelines if you do it right, so I think we should be fine.
Wait, what? Sorry, my computer froze for a second there.
They have
We're
it.
going to set up an OnlyFans and we're going to live stream there so you can show feet, but people have
yeah.
to pay for it.
No, you can show feet on Twitch.
Yeah, but we want the money.
Oh, true.
I mean, we probably get more money if we posted our videos on, Pornhub. We'll probably get more, money per views through that way.
I don't think you can actually technically even promote an OnlyFans on Twitch.
You can't promote anything.
I think that's what, like, the way people circumvent that is like that they just post like their links page.
Yeah, I was
Right.
thinking about like adding like my store's logo to the street to like the layout, and then I was like, I don't even know if I can do that.
You totally can.
We can if we stream on Kicks.
You know, there's a streamer that I do follow that does do half of his streaming is on Kicks.
Is
So
it kid mother approved?
Kicks is nobody approved because they don't give a shit.
they do. I think the only thing I know about it is they give more to their streamers than Twitch does percentage
Yeah,
wise.
so it's
Yeah,
like,
that.
That's
funded
all I
by
know.
like fake.com, so like it's basically like ran by a gambling website. They do 95-5 splits with their creators, so creators get 95%, they get 5.
Yeah.
So like if you can like get past the fact that like it's coming from like gambling money, like you can you can make money.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Also like there's like no moderating, like a lot of people went on there and like stream porn the first day, stuff like that. Just
Oh yeah, like streaming movies and pay-per-views.
yeah, like
All that
Crazy.
good stuff.
Amaranth signed a deal there. Her first stream, she like was taking a shower with another girl.
God bless America.
Excuse me.
No, I mean no, God bless America, but like wow,
But
it's
also,
just
Hey man, 4th of July is coming up. Why you gotta hate on America?
it's the Wild West over there because they're not trying to go off of what's it called sponsorship, so they don't worry about so much about the like advertisers.
Yeah.
They just got gambo money.
Yep.
They got gambo money.
Yeah. I'm almost okay. There we go. Now I'm set. Excuse me. I have this tickle in my throat and it won't go away. I'm so sorry. Alrighty.
Just go over there and put the Dungeons and Dragons. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Who's gonna
we
do the?
should think.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know, I was gonna say we should think about doing the bonkers and badasses.
All right. You want to recap the last of the last session?
I think I do want to
Yeah.
recap.
All right. You want
I want the recap. I do.
You want the Adrian recap?
Let's do an Adrian recap.
All right. So first of all, we came back, or we fought the bad guy. That it took in the entire week beforehand. We celebrated. We retrieved. I always call her Hilda. I can't remember her name.
Frida.
Frida, Hilda, whatever.
Yeah, Frida.
We freed her.
Yeah.
Tostada.
We freed Hilda. Then we went back to Flamewing Manor, which it still says Clarence Flameborn on the stream. You gotta get this in here.
I too know that. I'm so sorry. I asked you a question and then I actively, I guess, completely ignored your answer.
Boom. We went back there. There was a bunch of stuff going on. We got food. The Rat King pants the dude.
Twice.
After trying to extort him.
Yeah.
There were drinks to be had. There was an arm wrestling competition.
Epic.
Fee went and passed out. I won the arm wrestling competition
Did?
2 times.
Two time.
Northwest, Dwendalian Empire, heavyweight arm wrestling champion, just so we're clear. After that, I had a 7-some. I don't know what everybody else was up to.
Honestly, nothing we did compares to what you did.
I was about to say Nick should probably do a second recap just to be sure, but like
You may if you'd like, or we could.
just in case I missed anything, because I'm gonna start doing the weekly Adrian recap.
You missed
Honestly,
the part
all you
were
really
not-
missed. Yeah, honestly, all you really missed was Fee and Clarence scuffling over the pot, and then Clarence storming away.
That's right. It was a sweet little dragonborn tantrum. It was so sweet.
That's true. I did miss that, but it really didn't involve me that much.
No.
So
You missed it because it didn't involve you only wearing Ric Flair robe, and not anything else.
yep.
Don't
No, I
forget the
was-
Rat King throwing his
I had
fight
it all
to
done.
double his money.
What'd you say?
So don't forget the Rat King throwing his fight to double his money.
Yep, true.
Oh yeah. I don't know why I didn't see that coming. I really should have, but you
Mhm.
really had me there. I really like that. You get inspiration for that.
There should have been a way that he that he should have been, because you would be able to voluntarily lose a thing, but he wouldn't have been able to voluntarily lose the thing with the dice.
No, but I used my inspiration to lose,
Oh yeah, that's right. You did. You used your inspiration to re-roll it.
Yep.
and that's how I lost
Yep.
the
That is
match.
clever. You do deserve
Yeah.
inspiration.
That
for
is absolutely
All
inspiration.
right, cool. Anyways, I think that's what happened last week.
That beer tastes like fruit punch.
Okay, cool. So we'll pick up from where we left off. What? Oh, I thought Kevin said something. I thought he was shouting at me. No.
Are you muted?
No.
Okay.
No. I was earlier though, before stream. But I caught it because I looked at my side. Am I muted? And I said, oh, I am muted. Double checking. Not muted. So we're good. Picking up from where we left off last time. Kevin is upstairs being busy. Fee is taking a nap. He shut down in the kitchen while Frida was making really pretty charcuterie boards. And Clarence went off with his cauldron.
Wait,
And-
did we not about to start the Battle of the Bands? That's where we left off.
Yes. And the Battle of the Bands is getting ready to start. Let me move.
Battle
this.
of the Bards.
Battle of the Bards.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I was dragged out there.
Oh, you were dragged out there, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, where did all my excuse me? Where'd all my bards go? Where did... Oh, okay, just pause real quick. I apparently closed a tab I didn't mean to close.
Reopen.
I'm going to...
Hey, you guys,
Yo, what's up?
ask me what Adrian's doing right now.
No.
I'm scared to
Who's within
ask.
30? Is anybody in the house? Is anybody still in the house?
Yeah.
Anybody that's within 30 feet of the bedroom, all they hear in their head is yiggity, 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 yiggity.
The longest 27 seconds of their lives.
Oh man, that's like a double the length.
As soon as it
What nobody-
starts, Frida hears it, and she books it out of the house also. Okay. So, we start outside on your, like, driveway, so to speak, of your cabin that the Starosta gave you as a reward for saving the town a couple years ago. There is a dirt path right next to it that leads to your barn, which is right along the road, and then your little pasture is behind it. And a makeshift stage has been erected right there. And inside the barn, now that the arm wrestling competition is done, the bands are staging themselves inside the barn, waiting their turn to come up on stage. And the first ones to come out were the last party's winners, Earth, Wind, and Shire, 4 halflings in really sweetly tailored little tunics and baggy pants that are like high waters. And the crowd is going wild for them. They remember how amazing and epic the last show was, and people are so ready for tonight's performance. And is there anything anyone wants to do before the performances start?
I mean,
so.
You just want to find a nice vantage point and watch the shows?
I'm predisposed. I'll let
Clarence-
I'll let you know when I'm done.
Okay.
Clarence will climb up to the roof of the house to get the best vantage point, but
Yeah.
also to pout.
Okay. It's like, are you sitting on it and your like little feet are dangling?
Yeah, and I'll have my pot with me and just kind of like scooping out whatever remains of the food in there, sadly chowing down.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, it's magical pot, so I'm gonna assume everything was fine. Just because you went upside down does not mean you should just, fall out of the magical pot.
It's not magical, it's just a pot, but it's a special pot.
It's as far as I'm concerned, it was a magical pot that can hold a lot of food and people in it at the same time.
I was just
All
worked
pots
li-
can do that.
Yeah, it was supposed to work like a, pot of holding.
Who needs a pot of holding when you have a fanny pack of holding?
I don't have a fanny pack of holding. That's why you guys gave me a pot of holding.
Right, exactly. You need the pot of holding. I don't.
You just make your robot carry everything.
Androids.
Racist android. That's what we said.
Xenophobic.
He's a bigoted bot.
A bigoted bot.
Yeah. Exactly.
Abbreviated to Big Bot.
An Aryan Aormaton.
Earth, Wind, and Shire gets on stage and they start performing. And it's really awesome. It's really cool. I'm not gonna like try to perform for anyone because I'm sick and charisma is my dump stat, so I'm just not gonna do it. They performed their one big hit, and at the end of it, they tease the beginnings of a new song, like a new original song, and which the crowd goes really wild for. And then it tapers off, and then they leave the stage. And up next is System of a Drow, and these performers have they look like homemade, really well homemade, extra large drums and painted lutes that like black painted, and their hair has been obviously dyed black, maybe by magic or maybe by some cheap hair dye, and it's a really, really rockin' performance. Next up is Dampier Weekend.
How long is each band taking?
They're gonna take about like 3 to 5 minutes each.
Oh, I'm back. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet.
You're back after taking shower and everything as well.
Nope. Not yet. Not yet. 16 Constitution, brother. I'm a stamina machine.
Gross.
Dampier Weekend is a new band. No one had really heard of them, and the crowd was kind of like, this is where we're gonna go get food and snacks or whatever. But quickly, the charisma that the group had on stage really gathered, like, caught people's attention, and the crowd got really into them. After that was Arcane Fire with a really like acoustic, melodic tune that was very pleasant. Next was The Rolling Bones They're a local group that tours around a lot. There is a saying in like the music scene in Wildmount that there's never a bad time for the Rolling Bones. And then after them was 9 Inch Flails. Did 9 Inch Flails win last year, or did they come in second? I forget.
Pretty sure 9 Inch Flails won last year.
You're right. Okay. Then it was Earth, Wind, and Shire that got second place.
Yeah.
I mixed it up.
Which around this time, Adrian's coming out in a robe, smoking a pipe.
Okay.
He's standing out front.
Okay. On the porch, leaning against like one of the.
Leaning up against, wearing his Ric Flair robe.
Yeah.
Smoking a pipe.
Absolutely. Hold on just a second.
Is your Ric Flair robe open?
Yeah. Ric Flair robe totally open.
Oh. Too many windows. Okay. Sweet. 9 Inch Flails is amazing. As always, they pulled out a song from their previous, I don't know, a long-standing song that they haven't performed in a long time, and a few women are weeping. It's amazing. And after they perform, Kurt Nombain and Dave Knoll come on stage. It's this duo. One's got a really awesome little mini drum kit. The other one's got a really decked out lute, and they just go at it. And it was really surprisingly awesome. People were like, what is this? But it was really good. Next was Avenged Sevengold, and it was fine. They performed.
Sorry. What was their name?
Avenged Sevengold.
Sevengold?
Yeah.
Love it.
And then after them, quickly followed Feather Fallout Boy, who also performed. And then last was Lich Ashley.
Oh, yes.
And couldn't quite get the crowd into couldn't quite capture the mood of the crowd. And by this point, it is a long a long show. Everyone's eating and drinking, really into the drinks, and the show is over. Would you guys like to roll for any particular group that, so afterwards everyone comes out along the stage? The same MC from the arm wrestling competition comes out and was like, all right, we're gonna do an applause meter. Whoever gets the most applause wins the competition this time. I have pre-rolled for all of the groups. Would you guys like to roll for anyone in particular to add your number to theirs?
Yes, I would actually like to put mine in Avenged Sevengold. I thought they actually kind of rocked it.
Okay.
And also, if you'll allow it, I'd actually like to go twice because I'd like to do a sound as well, so it sounds like more people are cheering. I'd like to prestidigitation the sound, make it sound like more people are yelling than actually are.
Okay, so I was gonna have everyone roll a d10 if you wanted to add to this. I'll let you roll a d12.
Okay. I should probably get out my dice today.
Get out, you slacker! Come on. We're an hour in.
By this point, I might just shut myself down so I don't hear any of this rackets.
Some of it was good. The first half. The first 7/10 of it was good.
1.
Okay.
I'm gonna give my 5 to Kurt Nombain and Dave Knoll.
You got it. Rat King, would you like to add to anyone?
Who seems to be in the lead? Can I do a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead.
An idea?
Yeah, roll me a perception check. Totally cool.
14.
14, yeah. So by quite a bit, actually. Kurt Cobain and Dave Knoll and Damn Fair Weekend are tied.
And what are the background makeup of these groups?
So the Kurt Cobain and Dave Knoll are both gnomes who are pretty chill looking, but their performance is where everyone's attention was drawn to. They're very, very incredibly talented. Dan Fair Weekend came into this essentially a nobody. This is the band's first performance, and was a different, like, upbeat sound to everyone else's, and really captured a lot of people's attention.
And they are, what's their makeup?
There we go. It's I hadn't thought that far. It's going to be a human, a halfling, a tiefling, a dwarf, and a half elf.
Okay, so there's two people in the first band that are shorter than the Rat King, and there's one halfling in the other.
Yes.
I give my 7 to the second, the unknown band, because we know that the Rat King does not like short people. It's a running theme.
All right.
He's going to vote for those who are not of his stature.
All right. So, smaller in stature that you are, you have quite a large chest and lungs on you, and you were able to help bring up the cheers, and the people around you are like, actually, yeah, we're gonna cheer louder as well. And Damn Fair Weekend wins.
What's the prize?
The prize, so the MC creates does this little, like, wavy motion with his hands and presents the group with a little trophy. Little, like, gold, like, brass kind of colored cup with handles and a little stand. It's like this big. It's like this big.
The Rat King's not going to try to extort them for a cheap trophy.
And that was that. Afterwards, the audience gives all of the groups a final round of applause, and then the bands kind of go their separate ways. Some Earthwood and Shire goes across the street against the fence line where they were last time, and awaits their fans who just line up for them, and they spend time with every single fan that comes up to them. Damn Fair Weekend, very awkward and very unsure of how to handle all this attention, like, really are social for a little bit and then peace out really quickly and completely disappear. 9 Inch Flails disappears immediately as well. Kurt Cobain and Dave Knoll kind of hang out on the side a little bit, over by the barn, out of sight. They don't really want to be in, like, the center of all of that. If anyone wants to talk to anybody, you could probably find them. Otherwise, we can proceed to something else.
So
Anybody trying to talk to any of these nerds?
do I see any of the other people from my vantage point as I leave the tent? Any of the other party members?
I'll say with the perception check that you had earlier just now, I'll say that in the light, so it's getting later in the evening, right? And the rest of the block has embraced this block party. So all of that, almost every single house along the block on both sides of the street have brought out torches, like multiple torches in front of their houses. So it's even though it's getting into, like, nighttime, it's really well lit. And from your vantage point, you can see a silhouette on your roof, which you know to be Clarence.
It's rude.
It's really hard to miss Adrian. And Fee is there also, just kind of standing off to the side. So yeah, you can see everyone.
Okay.
Fee's are like metallic body, kind of it glistens in like the torchlight. So, excuse me, you get flashed a little bit, so you can point him out.
Adrian is just leaning up against the house. Ric Flair robe wide open, nothing on underneath. Bottle of wine in one hand. Pipe in his mouth, still just not talking to anybody that walks by or standing there talking to him.
Is he helicoptering?
No, he's not. He is not helicoptering. Not trying to make it wave or anything. He's just standing there. Almost like he forgot to put on clothes. Just in a drunk stupor. Thought he had something covering. Threw on his robe. Walked out. Didn't realize. If anybody ever cares to say anything, he's just gonna like take the waistband and tie it a little bit. But that's it. But that's only if anybody says anything.
Make me a charisma check.
15.
15. Now that a lot of the crowd's attention is not just on the stage, people are milling about more and looking around a little bit, and more than a few people have noticed you standing on the porch just in full view of everyone. And so you clock that there's a lot of people looking your direction, and it takes you a little bit to realize why. And it's when a couple of young ladies walk by, and they're like pointing and like, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah, I raise up the bottle, take a big old gulp, and as I'm looking down, I realize I'm like, oh shit.
And you do that, and they kind of like, ah! Like squeal and like panic, and then like scoot away.
I let go, and my mage hand holds up the bottle while I just like, sluggishly, like, vaguely cover everything and like tie my little like thing.
Yeah.
Grab the bottle out of my mage hand and drink it again.
Okay. Absolutely.
Now is who had the more impressive showing, Adrian or the guy I pantsed twice?
Oh my god, what do I roll?
Roll
for dick.
Yeah, roll for dick.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We could roll for that.
This is gonna be canon now.
It is going to be canon.
Roll D3.
D12 for inches.
Okay, we'll do a D12.
I'll say centimeters.
All right, hold on a second.
There's nothing to add to this. What are you doing? Never mind. All right, I rolled it.
No, hold on. I'm rolling for it.
Oh, well, he is rolling also. It's contested rolls.
Contested.
Oh, I thought we decided that when we pantsed him.
We didn't roll for his.
We didn't roll for dick at that time.
No.
Okay.
It's not an exact science yet.
We weren't judging him. We were just laughing because it happened twice.
Oh, not private among us. Where are we? Here we are. All right. I rolled and I took a picture and I'm putting it into chat.
If I'm gonna make my guy's dick canon, I'm doing it in plain view.
Dick Cannon would be a great wrestling thing.
Dick Cannon. Oh no!
Those poor women.
No, hold on.
I mean,
do I have advantage?
You have inspiration.
Did I get inspiration for anything?
I don't know. Tell me why I should give you inspiration. Why should I give you a reroll?
Okay, because I won an arm wrestling competition via legit means.
You
had
did?
a 7-some.
If anything, I should give you disadvantage for it.
No, I need inspiration. Sarah, give me one reroll.
I'll give you a reroll.
Oh my, thank God. Oh, respectable.
All right, I sent the picture into chat.
What is it?
It's a 10.
No!
So it's a. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 12, neither of you can be laughed at, like, at all. You know, maybe it's the exertion from the amount of work you just did that it might have,
All the whiskey.
affected that.
All the whiskey.
And yeah, excuse me, and all the wine that you had as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So
There we go.
So yeah.
Now a D8 for girth.
All right, I'm not adjusting my camera again, though. You're just gonna have to say my word on it.
It's gonna be a cheese wheel.
Goodness.
Okay.
I need another reroll.
Why do you need another roll?
You're not
Because
getting
I have
a
like a fucking noodle going on. You got an 8-inch noodle.
I think there's only one person who can help you with this right now.
Who?
Who do you think?
The DM that's gonna give me a reroll. Thank you, Sarah.
I was thinking
4. It's okay again.
What's the point of rolling for your dick size if you just keep asking for rerolls?
You're right. It's a noodle. It's canon. It's a noodle.
if it makes you feel any better, he rolled a 1. So
Oh, so he's got just as bad of a noodle.
I think that it was
He's not even
a
technically
really
even-
unfortunate situation that he found himself, and it even though it's not even cold outside, it just was not great.
Perfect.
Yep.
Well, we
So-
both. That's why everybody was laughing at him, but that's also why none of the women stuck around afterwards. We're getting jammed by this hard spaghetti noodle.
I'm just imagining this little tiny thing just hanging, swinging around on the wind. It's just Ric Flair aerobic, trying to helicopter it, but you can't. It doesn't have the girth to hold it, so it just flings around.
Yep.
Well, wish we wouldn't have done this now.
So, well, I mean,
Anyways,
don't.
this character's dead. I'm throwing him away. level 12, and I rolled bad for dick. So
You know what? I will say, I just rolled for ladies. Not a single one of them has left yet.
oh, score.
So
Okay, cool.
maybe it's just not as bad as you think. I don't know.
Yeah. My dad's definitely not self-conscious of it though. Not with the 20 charisma.
Yeah. No.
All right, cool. Well, that was a nice side thing. You guys can
This
decide
wasn't
what
what I
we do.
expected with tonight, but that's great. Love
You
it.
guys
Love
can
it.
decide what we do next.
All right, friends. Now that okay. So going back, did anyone want to go talk to any of the band members, or do you guys want to? There's other things to look at. It's getting later in the evening, at night, so more stalls have popped up. A lot of people are milling around. You see more people along the sides of the street doing bringing more things, more tables, more chairs. So a whole bunch of more little vendors for wares or food and drinks have been erected as well. There are actually even kiddos hanging out of the windows on the second story of the close houses watching the concert, and they're cheering and doing squeals, and every once in a while you hear a mother shout, "Go to bed!" Makeshift tables have been brought out onto the street, lots of them actually, for people to use for eating or relaxing, watching the show, kind of. It seems that one table in particular has been covered with a dozen or so pies of varying shapes and sizes. Cabrielle, who you know from the arm wrestling competition and from seeing her in your adventures before, is adding even more pies onto the table with a look of intense concentration and concern on her face. In between setting pies down, you see her taking her really long side braid, and she's got like the end of it, and she's like tapping the side of her face, like she's trying, and she's talking to herself, trying to, like she's debating with herself and having a discussion with herself. You also see your neighbor Thrinvelin is out next to her part of the fence next to your barn, talking to a group of about a half a dozen gnomes. She has modified her fence line a little bit, and then down the street there's more food and drink vendors and wares and stuff like that. The paintball field is still going.
Last week, did you say there was somewhere that looked like they were selling magical wares or trinkets of some kind?
Yes, I did.
Cool. I would like to stumble my way that way.
Sure.
I'm trying not to stumble, but you can definitely tell there's a little bit of inebriation going on.
Okay. Excuse me. Where is my list? My list. Oh my goodness.
And I'd like to imagine that, like, because he didn't tie the robe very very secure. At some point, like, you know, just naturally walking, the knot kind of just like comes undone at some point. Robe opens up again, and then the noodle's just flopping out again.
Okay.
Just noodle alert.
Excuse me. Yeah. So there is a stall with Lucky Charms. A jolly looking tiefling is very elaborately and very wildly trying to sell his wares and talk to the people in front of him, and it's just a little silver charm, like chain bracelets with dozens of different little charms that you could add on to the bracelet. There's also a young gnome woman who is selling little wooden carved statuettes of various gods and goddesses of the Pantheon in Wildmount. And
can I do an investigation to see if the statues are similar to the ones that we have, the little wooden ones?
Ooh, yes. Roll me investigation if you're going to like look at them, or perception if you're just glancing and like just like, oh, I wonder, and just took a look. But if you really want to,
no, I want to stop and like look at them. So investigation 19.
19.
See if they resemble the ones that we've been carrying around, and potentially strike up a conversation. If they don't, if maybe this person might recognize where they were made.
Yeah, so these little, I'd say 4 or 5 inch wooden statuettes of Bahamut, Arathis, Ayun, Moradin, Pelor, and the Raven Queen are very detailed and lifelike. Your dolls that you found 2 years ago on the side of the road on your journey to Emmer Point are more like stuffed cotton dolls with fabric clothing, and they have taken an extremely lifelike resemblance to you, but not in a chiseled sort of way. There is an incredible craftsmanship here that, if you have taken any time to examining your doll, which I know you have, this is also extremely detailed and well made. So maybe craftspeople of a feather flock together.
Yeah, I'm gonna sidle up and be like, hello, Rat King, hero of Elmer Point. I have some questions for you.
Oh, hi. Yes. How can I help you?
Well, I was just
Goes
looking at your wares here, and your craftsmanship is exquisite. I'm
Thank
not
you.
currently in the market for trinkets. I do not believe in the gods, but I have this doll, part of a set that my companions also have, and I'll show it to her.
Oh,
To them.
may I hold it?
Hesitate for a second, but then I pass it over.
Okay.
And I was going to say, like, you seem to really have a good eye for art. Is this a style that you recognize? Is there any information you might have on where it was made? And but kind of leave it at that. I'm not going to mention like that it's kind of changed shape or anything.
She's going to look at it, and she's going to silently murmur to herself, and she's going to cast a identify spell on it. And she's going to look at the door. Oh, come back. Stay on, please.
While she's doing that, Adrian is just picking up the different little statues, and he's just kind of like drunkenly looking at them.
Yeah, and she's gonna look at you, and she's gonna, if you don't mind me asking, where did you get this?
Side of the road.
Okay. This?
It was not far from here, right? Like out of game, wasn't it near the manor?
It was. Yeah, it was about. It took you 4 days to get from.
Yeah, it was in the forest between
Yeah.
Van Veld and here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll relay that information.
Yeah.
Side of the road.
Okay.
This is where roughly part of a set.
That is so interesting. This is filled with so much magic. And it's not of this world magic. I'm not an expert, but if you don't mind me, can I study it a little further?
Yeah.
So she casts another spell on it, and she's flipping it over in her hands, and she looks at you, and she says, "This is Fey magic. Did you have any idea?"
What's fame?
Oh, that's like the magic from the Feywild.
From the Feywild.
Like nature magic and stuff.
Yeah, from...
And Adrian's just gonna kind of like say that as he's examining stuff.
Yeah, it's like another plane of
Interesting and stuff.
yeah.
So do we...
And you just found this on the side of the road?
What was on the side of the road?
I think it was in a tree.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, pretty sure it was in a tree.
You
dude.
seem very familiar. Do you have one a part of this set as well?
Did you say the clothes are fabric?
Yes.
If we were to remove Adrian Wren's pants on his doll, what would we see?
Do you know what? With as detailed as this is, I mean, I don't want to presume, but if you want to check with yours, you could look.
No. It's Ken doll all the way down as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. So, excuse me. Excuse me. I am no expert on magic. I have a very, very limited experience with it. All I can tell you is if it is so magical, I don't even know. If you want more answers, I would take it to I don't know, maybe one of the temples to where people have more experience with magic. Or if you happen to know anyone from the Feywild, maybe they would know.
I really don't want to go to another plane of existence. I already did that this week.
Did you go to the? Have you been to the Feywild before?
No, this was different. This was an eye-opening experience.
Bunch. I say that out loud as I'm still examining the little trinkets.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. People don't typically travel to different planes, so I'll take your word for it that it was a very eye-opening experience, and you don't have to talk about it at all. All I will say is this doll is beautiful and it's very special. I feel like you're very lucky for having it.
What would you give me for it?
This is not something I could buy from you. Fey magic is its own thing, and I just, unless it was given to me, I don't want to mess with that.
Right.
If you found it, it was given to you for a reason. Like, you might have found it, but given the nature of Fey magic, you were given it. It was given to you.
I shouldn't pick up hitchhikers. Okay.
So the resemblance is remarkable, though. Is this what it looked like when you just found it?
More or less.
What does mine look like right now? Is mine naked with a robe on?
Did you just carry yours around?
No, I don't think I even have mine. I think somebody else carries mine. It's not in my inventory.
Then I have no idea. I cannot tell you.
Who has my doll?
I don't know. Who has your doll?
I probably have it. Oh yeah, it's in my inventory. But I'm not around.
Nope.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm not wearing anything anyways, so.
Well, I'll take back my my doll. Thank you for being moderately helpful.
Excuse me.
That's a great improvement over most of these morons.
Yeah, and she looks at Adrian, making solid contact with like his eyes whenever she speaks to him, and says, "This is just a guess, but I believe that if his doll is such a striking resemblance, then it would follow that yours would be as well." A striking
Interesting
resemblance.
concept. I'll have to see.
Yeah.
And I'll look over at Adrian and be like, "We can go. Don't knock anything off the shelf as you turn around."
Yeah.
What's up? And I turn around real quick.
She's gonna like put her arms around her little stump of wood that is her table to keep everything on it.
As this
Really shouldn't keep things that waste up.
snowstone hits everything on the table.
She's got it. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a good night.
Check out that enchanted object store now.
Was there enchanted objects?
Wasn't that what it was? I forget what the store was named, or the stall.
I thought those were like Lucky Charms.
So there were Lucky Charms, the carved statuettes. There was a dude selling Sleepy Time sand, and an elven man offering to paint individual or group portraits.
Ooh, yeah, I want to walk up and get my portrait done.
Okay, first though, Nick, Drake, is there anything you guys want to do?
Don't really have anything particular.
Neither of you have said a lot at all, especially you, Drake. I don't want you to just be a wallflower. If you want to do something,
No.
let me know.
Power down.
Well, I know.
I do want to check out the pies.
And I
And
continue
Izzy
sleeping.
just like swoop down like Batman and descend upon the pie lady.
Yeah, she'll see like a big shadow above her that's slowly descending, a big intimidating shadow, and then
Okay.
like with a big thud, I'll land behind her, and she'll turn around, and I'll still be brooding, but I'll be like, "Hi,
Yeah.
I'd like some pie."
Ask
And
her where the pies are at.
where are the pies? So you float down behind her, and Gabrielle is so engrossed in her own mind that as she is setting pies down and you land and speak to her, she turns around with the pie that she has left in her hand and just instantly just throws it in your face. I'm going to roll for her to see just where it lands. It falls, she throws it kind of wide. You're taller than she is, so it kind of like brushes your arm and just splats. So you got a little bit of like cherry pie on your arm. Now, I'm so sorry. You really scared me. I'm sorry. What did you say?
I'm gonna just stare down at the spot that is now covered in pie.
I'm so sorry. And she pulls a out of her little side pouch what looks like a handkerchief, but it keeps coming, and it's the size of like a beach towel. I am so sorry about that. I just wasn't thinking. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Before she tries to wipe it off, I'm gonna stop her and say, No. I was having a really, really bad night. But this is great. Thank you so much. And I'll just start like wiping it off with my hand and then like licking it.
I mean, I do. Here, a napkin. She hands you her towel.
Oh, thanks. I don't think it'll be necessary, but I appreciate it.
I'm so sorry. I was just really caught up. I've seen you around before. I don't know if we've ever really been introduced. If I've introduced myself, I'm not good at that. My name is Caprielle. I think we've talked before, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, you probably know me. I'm Clarence. I like pie.
Clarence. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I've heard. Clarence, you're part of, like, what was it, Gnome plus 5 or something, right? Like, you guys saved the town a while ago?
I think it was Dragonborn -2.
Dragonborn -2. Got it. Yeah, my bad. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for saving the town. I don't really know what you did, but I thank you for it because this is a cool town and I like it. So I'm glad that it's here. Yeah. You wanted pie. I've got pies. There's big pies here and small pies.
Yeah, this is a great taste. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I definitely want one of this,
Sure.
like a full one.
Yeah.
Maybe, and then maybe like I don't know. Let's just do one of everything. I'm kind of I made room in my pot, so I kind of need to fill it up anyway.
To my knowledge, there's 17 different pies.
Only 17, huh?
Yeah. And they were for like the competition, so I don't know if I could really like sell them. I mean, after this, I could give you another, like maybe one or two. But
Wait, there's a pie competition?
are you here?
That's actually what I said. It just sounded like him, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I'm in charge of it. I don't know why anyone made me in charge of anything. Really, I all I do is hit things. That's all I'm good for. I don't know why they had. Anyways, so they, I don't know. Yeah, there's supposed to be some sort of competition tonight, and I don't know what sort of competition to do. Um, maybe you could help me decide what sort of competition we have tonight.
Well, if it's pies, I feel like a pie eating competition might be. I'm just shooting, throwing things at the wall here.
For sure, that was my thought. But then I overthought it and was like, well, maybe that's too like generic and too like everyone does pie eating competition. So what if we did something else? But also pie is really tasty, so I like pie eating competitions. But what if there was like, okay, hear me out. These are probably terrible, but hear me out. What if maybe there was it was an endurance run? How many pies can you eat in one sitting? You know? Or what if it was like you were blindfolded and you had to guess the type of pies? You know, like I said, there's like more than a dozen different ones, so maybe people wouldn't guess it. Or what if there was like some sort of like acrobatic thing, like we put the pies up really high someplace and someone had to run and get them and then get it and then eat it and run to a finish line. But
I mean, all of those sound really appealing.
I just don't know. That's what I was thinking on. I have to have a decision here soon. But and my friend isn't helping me. He's really enjoying just watching me panic over it and overthink it. So maybe you can help. What do you think? Are they bad? They're bad ideas, right? So we should just do a pie
they're
eating
great.
competition.
I think they're great. Don't worry. I think honestly, I liked my idea of the pie eating contest, but I see what you're saying with like that's kind of generic. So maybe just how many pies can Clarence eat in a sitting? That I think that's entertaining for everybody.
Yeah, you think so? I mean,
yeah, I think. I mean, I'd be entertained by it. I'm sure my friends would be entertained by it.
Yeah. I mean, okay, we could. Okay. That's validating. So, yeah, that's what we're doing now. Sure.
Great. I love it.
Great. Me too. Yeah.
So where are we doing this thing?
It's going to be right here, and I think it's in like 15 minutes, so I mean, you could sit down and get a good spot, or you could come back in a little bit. Either way is fine.
I'm going to go let my friends know about the show.
Yeah, and I'm going to go let the people in charge know what we decided.
Good plan.
Yeah, and she throws her super long braid over her shoulder, like she's like, yep, determined, this is what I'm doing. She's got her shoulders back, chest down. She's walking over in opposite direction of you to talk to whoever she needs to tell them of her decision.
And I will head out to find my compatriots.
All right. You find your compatriots. We can say at this point, Earl and Adrian have come back close to the house, standing where Fee is.
I found one of the carts of alcohol.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm now negotiating with the guy, trying to get the best alcohol he has.
Yeah, so it's still the same
best price he has. While naked.
Yeah, so
I mean,
it's
not naked, like Ric Flair robe.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's still the same burly man standing behind the log. And actually at this point, the one makeshift table has become two. Another one has appeared with more kegs and bottles of wine or mead or whatever have added to it. And he's like, look, we're
returning customer, my property.
I am on city property, actually.
That I am residing-ish in.
I'm not even touching your fence line. It's a city property. You cannot use that argument.
My event.
It's a city block party.
returning fee, like returning discount?
Adrian. I'm sorry to interrupt whatever's happening here, but there's going to be a show. It's bigger than the Battle of the Bards. It's bigger than the arm wrestling contest. You gotta come see it.
All right, count me in. All right, where? All right. How much for the wine then?
A mug or the bottle?
The bottle of the best the one up there.
Yeah. So he grabs a bottle that actually has like a sticker on it, as opposed to just scribbles on it. This will be 20 gold.
Reach my arm this far down into my like satchel that's only that long.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pull out like a bag that has like a bunch of gold in it. I'm gonna pull out 20 gold on the nose. I'm gonna put it down, slide it while I'm just kind of like look like.
He's meeting your gaze with equal like whatever vibes. Like great.
Because apparently I have my my bag of holding on me still, on my Ric Flair robe. Sure.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Thanks.
I'm a great DM. I'll allow it.
Yes, you are. I mean, actually, hold on. I ran inside frantically, and then came out with my satchel of holding.
Well, to me, it makes sense that you would have at least that on you, because as much fun as you had with all of those ladies, I mean, you don't really trust many people outside of your party. You wouldn't leave that.
True.
With
I do have
6 strange women.
True.
So it makes sense to me that you would have it on you.
All right, 20 gold.
Thank you. Here you go.
I'm gonna pop the wine off, and I'm gonna turn around, look at Clarence. I'm gonna like hand him the bottle. I'm like, want some?
Nah, I gotta stay fresh for the show.
All right, lead the way.
Right this way. Oh, was Rat King with him?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, pretend that I'll retcon and say that I approached both of you.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you do anything during this interaction of me getting the bottle? Where's Fee? Are we getting Fee?
No, screw that guy.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Okay.
He doesn't
Show up.
appreciate fine art.
Yeah, he'll show up late.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Fee, you're kind of awake, kind of conscious, kind of like dissociating a little bit. This is a strange new world that is so drastically different from anything that you have ever experienced in your life, which, knowing what you are, you have experienced a lot. But this is the culture shock almost a week in is really starting to hit you.
I just shut myself down as soon as the Battle of the Bar started, not to be bothered by all this what people call music nowadays.
Yeah, it's so different from what you're used to.
I have my my familiar if he's just like deactivated somewhere, my familiar is just perched up on top of his head.
Is he still an owl?
Yeah.
I like to imagine that it's one of the owls that can, I forget the type of owl, but it's the one that it can change its like face depending on its feelings, right? So if it's fine, it's got the nice happy round face, but if it's like on alert, it just
Yeah.
Have you seen those? Those are
sure,
great. Yeah.
It's like feathers turn inward.
Yeah.
It looks like on attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. This cool black owl just sitting there with big like white like eye or like areas around its eyes.
Yeah, absolutely. Fee, I forget, what color is the metal? In my head, you were a whitish silver, but that's just my headcanon. I don't know if we ever talked about the coloring of you.
Gunmetal.
Gunmetal. All right, is that like a matte gunmetal or?
Yeah, flat gunmetal.
Flat, yeah. Okay, yeah.
You're not shiny?
Nope.
I
Okay.
pictured you as being shiny this
I
whole
did
time.
too, but that's you standing up against the house, Flameborn Manor, with an owl perched on
Flame Wing Manor.
Flame. No, he's Flame Wing. It was Flameborn Manor. I thought we went over this. So
Wait,
they're different.
No,
So we
I
never
thought, but
know
I thought
what
we
it
said
is.
we had to have it as the same.
No, I'm doubling down on
No, that's
He's
he's
doubling
doubling down
down.
on it.
I'm
He's-
Flame Wing.
yeah,
the
and
house
it's
is Flameborn.
Flameborn.
Okay, Flameborn
It's
Manor.
just
Yeah.
reversed.
Perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
So Fee is standing there, this metallic frame of a warforged in this flat gunmetal color with a black owl with white around it. It is just so imposing that everyone is super jolly and having a fun time. They're giving you a slightly wide berth, a little. Most people have never seen anything like you before, so there are people who will stop and talk at you, to you a couple of times, like, hey.
And every now and then, too, I have the owl just pet his head.
Sure. Do you want to respond to any of these external things? Stimuli?
I will ignore them as much as I can until there are enough crowd gathered, at least 3 or 4 people gathered, and I'll reactivate myself and tell them, piss off, and go back to sleep.
Okay. So this happens a couple times, actually, to you, and people are like, oh, wow. All right. And they leave. I forget, Kevin, did you write on Fee last week? Normally, I watch the end of the last session before our current session, so I remember exactly what happened at the end, but I forgot to tonight.
No,
Did I
he
write
didn't
on-
get to draw penis
We
on my
just
face. If you
talked
want.
at great
Yeah.
length about it, but it never actually happened.
Yeah, I never actually drew it.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I mean, if he draws a penis on my face now, it's just gonna be a one tiny line.
Said a penis, not my penis. I'm not teabagging you. And then, like,
I
will
assume
state
it was gonna be your penis. So
that. It certainly won't be. Canon-wise, my dad is disappointed.
I mean, really, to be fair, I feel like it's a statement of what it was right then, not just a general statement of what it generally is.
1 inch on girth. That is literally like a Slim Jim.
I guess. Oh.
There's no way that
No,
like
no,
there's
no, no.
any
Is it
Ooh,
position
no,
in
no,
which
1
that's
inch
okay.
circumference, or is it a 1 inch diameter?
No,
There's
okay.
a huge
Ooh,
difference there.
ooh, okay, so
No,
being
it's
the
worse
one
than that.
female here,
It's
I
the
just-
circumference.
yeah, I just have to say that, like, when you said that, like, we're doing girth, I'm like, sure, it's just on a scale of 1 to 10. We're not, like, using the inches on that one.
No, we established.
No, we established
Yeah.
inches. I also say centimeters,
Yeah,
but I mean, it
that's
would have been more
that's the
hilarious.
circumference.
No, I get it. But I thought that was for the length, not the girth of
No,
it.
the first one was the length. I didn't know there was going to be a girth roll, and I burned my
Right.
inspiration.
Yeah, burned your inspiration.
Now I came out with this Slim Jim looking thing.
I understand now. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? There are worse things in the world, and in this world than Slim Jim. So I mean,
I
6 girls, right? So maybe just call it a win.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
maybe those 6 girls are just huge fan of Macho Man. That's why they, tolerated it.
Oh yeah, snap into a Slim Jim, brother.
They all 6 of them snapped into it. It was great.
All right, now roll
Yeah.
to see how many laughed. I'll roll a d6.
No, I think I get to roll the d6
All right.
since I rolled for how many stayed.
Okay, how many laughed? Go ahead.
How are we talking about? What are they laughing at?
Yes.
Just yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes is my
All of
answer.
them? Was it all of them?
Yes.
At the unveil, yeah, it was just like I disrobed, and they were all like, "What?"
And also
I
said, as
mean,
Luke says, oh,
To be fair,
That's
like
to
you,
unroll like a proboscis on a moth.
your physical visage is an illusion. So
but it doesn't hold up to physical inspection.
exactly. So I'm thinking like
If that's true, why
there's
did
this
he, like put a?
disconnect between what they see and what they're experiencing.
Oh,
Oh.
So
Is this a wet noodle?
that's where there's this we're just all over the place here. It's because they 100 during they're like, got it, we see what's going on, but they're drunk, they're having so much fun, they genuinely don't care.
Oh, as
So-
one of them try to take a bite of it.
That's why it took a couple songs through the Battle of the Bards,
all right, cool.
right?
Cool.
So
Now we've got it established.
we've got it established. Okay, I don't want you to despair and just throw away this character. It's been too many years. I refuse to let you
I use the master
throw this character away over a stupid
This guy-
friendship roll.
Imagine you decide to kill your character over your, randomly rolled penis size.
Yeah. I refuse to let this happen.
I
I
think
mean,
that will make a hell of a
we're
story.
lodged-
So I think
yeah.
you should let him.
Right. Exactly.
I told him that if he wants a new character, that's totally fine. That's totally fine.
Yes.
I think this is a great
There can be,
excuse to do it.
and this
Me
stands
totally
for all
fine.
of you. If you guys aren't having fun with your character or think something would be more fun, I am 100% on board with you changing characters. You don't need a reason. So, if
Oh, he got a great reason now, though.
no, I refuse. It's not. I'm not gonna let it
Yeah,
happen.
exactly. Now I can't actually play. Sarah's like,
Oh,
"You're
now
locked
he cannot
in."
change his character based on his penis size.
There's only one way to
I don't
actually
know.
lock in
That
your
sounds
character
like
forever.
discrimination.
Once you roll for dick, you're locked in.
Yeah.
Locked in. You gotta give me a way better reason now.
It's a hardcore
you have
rule
to
now.
die now. This character actually has to die.
We're doing a WoW hardcore, except this is a penis hardcore rule.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, this is like a hardcore realm. Like
Excuse me.
you're locked in. You have to play now until the character dies.
You cannot trade. You cannot use auction house. You cannot reroll your dick size.
Yeah. Terrific.
You're stuck.
Locked in. Anybody else want to roll with me?
What are we
You know,
rolling for right
you
now?
have
I
a power
forget.
of illusions. You could have just cast illusions on your dick, but decided to just turn it into a wet noodle. So
I know. I should have just casted illusion.
Say
I like
me.
to imagine I did.
There's
I like to
next
imagine
time.
I did. I guess I didn't. That's why it's because I'm Golem.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
can't you get one of those dragon-shaped, dildos instead?
Why he doesn't already have one of those already? I mean, we don't know that he doesn't.
He's got a bag of holding.
He does.
Yeah.
I have a bag of holding and Liam's tiny chest.
Yes, he does.
You
Yep.
don't wanna
So
know what's in the chest.
Also,
Not
one of them
touching
has
it.
something better.
All right, cool.
okay, so okay, we digress. It's you guys have come together and you're having this whole conversation right next to Fee. Fee, does this conversation wake you up?
Which conversation about his dick?
Yes.
I find it amusing, but no, I'm not gonna wake up for talking about his penis.
Yeah,
Listen, this is a perfectly normal thing that happens to some people when you're suffering from whatever thing that I'm suffering from. The cognitive
six ladies?
Well, no, I was talking about the withering up, turning into Golem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I got that going on. I'm like,
Which is
Yeah.
super common.
I mean, like, it's a rare condition, but for those of
Yes.
us that have it, this is a really common condition. In
Yeah.
fact, you should be impressed by just saying.
So Fee, you clock this conversation, but decide to continue to stay powered down.
And I'm gonna keep having my owl peck him as I'm just standing there, open robe in front of him.
Does your owl can hit AC 24 with his packs?
Yeah, you're not doing. He's not
hold
doing
on,
any
okay.
damage. Oh, are you looking for the stats? I don't think he can.
Technically, you have a 5% chance no matter what to the crit automatic.
True, it's a natural crit 20, so.
True.
So yeah, throughout the night, I'm just gonna roll dice and
Just
see if my
randomly
owl-
roll dice, save it. Natural 20th.
Yeah. So let me see right here. 17 plus. Plus 3, 20. What's your AC?
24.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to have a crit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
you do have to.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Even if you crit, though, like, I don't believe that your owl would do any physical damage.
I can
Serious
tell you-
damage to him.
No, it won't do serious damage, but like, let me see here. It does one damage on a hit.
That's fine.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
but it has to be a crit, so it would do 2 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just make a little dent in your armor, and you'd be like, "Ow,
Ow.
ow."
All right, cool. What
Will
are we
be
doing? Oh yeah, there was a competition. I
A
have my wine
pie,
bottle.
a pie competition.
Well,
Yeah.
I just know there's a
Going to eat pies.
Yeah, it's almost 9:00. Do we want to continue until, like, keep continuing? Are we good, or what do you guys want to do?
I might have to stop because I do have a longer commute tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Then next week
Be a really easy recap for me next week.
right.
yeah,
Really easy yet painful.
painful. Yep. All right.
Oh,
Kevin,
one
don't
more
forget to
roll
roll
before
your. Yeah.
7. Damn.
Hey, just keep rolling every 6 seconds because that's one round, right?
Well, yeah, but it has to be one round in game.
And I may be tedious sometimes, but I'm not as tedious as making you roll a bajillion times for that. So
What's up?
I'm not gonna make you roll a bajillion times for your owl, right? That would just not be fun for you.
Oh
I-
no, I'm
So-
gonna roll a billion times for my owl.
I'm gonna call him out when he's not rolling.
Yeah. I want this owl to pet him.
Okay. All right. Cool.
'Cause every
We'll
time
be
he
at
just-
training. I'll be like, why aren't you
Every-
rolling, Kevin?
Well, hold on, one more. Damn it.
I'll let you
We'll be doing
roll
drills.
one more time.
Is he at advantage because he's like not trying?
I'm counted
Is
as
it
a prone. Yeah.
Counts
Fine.
as
Fine. Yeah.
he's
Sure.
down.
Advantage. Prone. Sure. Yep. He's down.
Defenseless.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh gosh, dang it! I rolled a 19.
So close.
I rolled a
So
2
close.
and a 19,
Nice.
which would be a 22. You have a 23,
24.
24.
Yep.
Yeah, because I have a +3 to hit, so that means I would have to roll a 21 on a 20-sided die.
Yeah.
Pretty tough.
Yeah.
Hey man, if you're playing Skabens, if you roll 13 on 2d6, you win automatically. So anything can happen.
All right, cool.
All right. Then that's where we're gonna end it tonight. Next week, I meant to mention this beforehand. I'm gonna be in Portland, so I'm not gonna be able to play next week. But the week
How long are you gonna
after,
be in Portland?
I'm gonna be in Portland for just a few hours.
Oh,
I am going to the beach. I'm actually going to the beach for a few days this next week, and I'm coming home on Thursday. We're driving through Portland to go to the zoo,
oh, gotcha.
and then OMSI also.
Ooh.
I haven't been since 1993 sorry, 91 or 92 when I was in elementary school. Let me date myself. That's the last time I was there, and I'm so excited to go again. So I will not be able to stream next week. So we're gonna take a week off. Sorry, not sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no problem.
we will pick up the following week, July 13th, for an exciting pie eating endurance competition.
Can we get Dwayne as a special enforcer for the pie eating contest?
Yeah, we can.
He's all about that poontang pie.
I was thinking like this. Was it the strudel? Okay, yeah. I've got too much stuff in my head. I can't think about it right now. So yes, we will. We'll have Dwayne on commentary. We'll have Clarence eating pies, and Cabriel will probably be panicking during the whole thing, and it'll be glorious. And that's what we will do in 2 weeks. In the meantime, where can people find you all? Tom, where can people find you in the next 2 weeks?
I guess just online. I don't have anything wrestling related until the 14th at SOS. I'm
Ooh.
assuming we'll defend our titles, but that hasn't been announced, so I don't have any inside
I
information
mean,
there.
they like.
I don't have
You're-
inside information.
I mean, you have to. You're the champs. You have to be there.
I would assume so.
Yeah, you gotta be there.
So I guess, yeah, otherwise just find me on Instagram or Twitter. I've deleted about 15 potential tweets commenting on the Activision Microsoft things. I'm so mad at people who are like, oh, but then if Microsoft buys it, they're just going to put all in Game Pass. I'm like, do you not see what happened with HBO Max? Same shit's going to happen.
Yep. Yeah. So many times today I had to just remove myself from social media because there's so much crazy stuff going on today.
I didn't
yeah.
see anything about it. You'll have to tell me when you finish up here.
Yeah.
Follow me on Twitter. You'll get pictures of dogs. Dorian
Yes.
sleeping with the son. The puppy was in his new bed. I didn't have a good picture of one. She was kind of crazy.
Just be happy we get more Mario, Luigi, and Peach games.
Yes. All right, Nick.
I am the Poet Lord of Professional Wrestling. Follow me all the places at Nick is Radford. Check out my blog, nickisradford.com. Listen to my podcast, Champion Shipping. And check me out on Twitch. I stream occasionally.
I do believe that your podcast did make a list, number 2 on a list.
Yeah, it's number 2. It's ranked number 2 in the top fan fiction podcast, the top 13 fan fiction podcasts or something.
Yeah,
no big deal.
That's so cool. No big deal, but it's so cool. I had to point it out.
I gotta ask my friend if he listens to your podcast, because he's all about the fan fictions.
It's a quick, easy listen if anyone's trying to check it out. It's only like 8. They said it was an average of 8 minutes long. Perfect.
Yeah. Drake.
I guess you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at really Drake Kwon. Don't really have anything coming up until SOS, which thank God I could use a break. So we'll be seeing you around. Maybe you can find me on either Nintendo Online or PlayStation 5. I'm not telling you what my ID is though, so you're gonna have to figure that out on your own.
Okay. Glorious. Kevin.
Midbot.
What's up?
Where
Oh
can
yeah.
people-
Goodness.
Brain.
God.
Where can people find you in the next 2 weeks?
I don't think they should.
I think they should
I don't want
either.
them to find me in the next 2 weeks.
That's
Don't
fair.
come looking for me. Don't attempt to
I
It'll
know
be
where
hard
he
to
lives
miss
now.
because
Yeah, yeah.
myself and Ashley will be running behind him with red pool noodles.
I mean,
Slim
don't-
Jims, you gotta come back with a Slim
No,
Jims.
no, I was gonna say, don't throw Slim Jims at me.
I didn't think of that. I just the pool noodles.
But yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
think you're back here in 2 weeks. Then wrestling Steve Midge at SOS.
Yeah, you are.
What's the name of the show? There's a name for the show.
Road to El Dorado.
Dorado.
Yeah, that's the one. Rodel Dorado. So I'll be wrestling Steve Midge there.
Glorious. I plan on, when I get back from my vacation, I plan on plugging in my little capture card that I bought and my Dreamcast. And I plan on starting to stream Dreamcast games probably the following week. I'm hoping I can have the time to start doing game streams in addition to Thursday night D&D. So that's exciting.
Very cool.
I'm going to start out with Space Channel 5. I thought a rhythm game would be it's all I want right now. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll post about it. You can find me in these places above. So yeah.
Oh, Kevin, are you doing a WoW hardcore vanilla server?
Fuck no.
Oh, damn it! It would have been hilarious if you do, so we can send people to your way.
No, the last thing I'm gonna do is do any sort of hardcore server.
And in the far future, I guess, a month from now, July 28th, which is a Friday, I'm going to get an Among Us game night going. It might not just be Among Us. There's some other fun games that I think would be fun to play. Maybe
Among Us.
Yeah, but mostly Among Us because it's super fun. And
Among Us.
Yeah, I really want to play It's been so long since we've played Among Us, and I really want to do it again. And so, Friday, July 28th, I'll post about it later. But, yeah, have that to look forward to.
Sarah, that other game that you mentioned, I don't remember the name of it right now, but it's currently on sale on Steam for like $3.
Ooh, First Class Trouble.
Yes, that's the one. I'm gonna snag it.
Oh, okay, I'll snag it too. Yeah, First Class Trouble is another social deception game where you're on this like sci-fi cruise ship, and there are people who are humans and people who are robots disguised as humans that are trying to kill people, and the humans have to find out who the personoids are and vote them out. It's third person shenanigans. There's mini games and killing and all sorts of fun. And I think that would be so fun to play with you all and more. I've reached out to, it's like, there's been some people where I was like, I really have never talked to you before, but I'm like, hey, do you want to play games with me in a month and a half? And I have, like, there's a few people who I got maybes from. So fingers crossed we'll have a really big lobby for that. That'll be great.
Be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, hey, you guys, thank you so much for playing Dungeons and Dragons with me. I super appreciate it. I love it so much. Thursdays are so glorious because I have you guys.
I feel like there were no Dungeons or Dragons tonight, but there was something else that started with a D. Anyways, see you guys next week or 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Catch
See
you
you later.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.